Hi, it's Manong George here again. Welcome. We've got a special guest, one of our speakers today that we just actually managed to pull in. Carol here is from Oxford.
Hi, hello.
Yes, and she is a recruitment and retention specialist, and she's also one of the lead nurses for Oxford. And here to tell you more about what she's done here today in Birmingham in Nursing Times Career Live. She'll tell you more about it.
Thank you. Well, it's been an amazing event. It's set up for student nurses, newly qualified nurses to come and meet employers, but also we've got some really brilliant speakers. So we've had Charlotte Jacob Hall, she blogs and she's on Twitter, and she really encourages and supports new sort of starter nurses. So the speakers have been here really to sort of support newly qualified nurses. What's been amazing today, actually, George, is there's a lot of people that have come that are thinking about doing nursing as a profession. So we had one lovely lady, Chloe, at the front with her 2 children.
That's right.
Thinking about whether to go into nursing. So I mean, it's been a great event really to catch up with it. You know, lots of different people from different backgrounds wanting to think about nursing. So yeah.
All right. And also one more thing about Carol that you might not know: she's actually an author of a couple of books, right?
Well, I've wrote a book, How to Thrive as a Newly Qualified Nurse. A lot from my experiences and having newly qualified nurses coming up to me, asking for advice, you know, being worried when they first qualify. So it's packed full of advice and sort of practical ideas of how to look at your development through your first year. And then a lot of people were asking me for this, what to do after the first year. So the second book is about preparing for interview, writing personal statements that might be for jobs or for courses, for example, and sort of how to respond to certain questions. And it's from a band 5 up to a band 9.
Wow.
But it's not out till April, so
wow.
yeah, but hopefully.
Well,
yeah,
you heard it here first. Yes. Well,
Yeah.
since you've got a very extensive nursing career behind you and ahead of you, obviously.
Oh, thank you.
And us from the Filipino UK Nurses.com as well would like to know, how do you think about Filipino nurses in general?
Oh, I've got such I mean, I have really, really close friends from the Philippines, and I have done from when in Oxford. We have a really diverse community, and we have a lot of international nurses. And part of my role now as Recruitment and Retention Lead is supporting new starter nurses, but also people coming from all around the world. And we have a massive contingent from the Philippines. We have people, you know, friends that have brought their children, or had children here, married here, and have really their lives are here now. You know, obviously they're still very close to people in the Philippines. So we do a lot of work supporting people from all countries, but from the Philippines especially, across the UK. They've been embraced, you know, by many. I feel that they're, you know, part of our family, the nursing family now.
That's great. And don't forget, her book is out this April, and you've got a book that's already out. What's the title of the book?
How to Thrive as a Newly Qualified Nurse. And actually, it's been really good. I've had a lot of international nurses, because it's for newly qualified nurses. When you come to this country, there can be a culture shock sometimes, because you know, nursing in abroad may be slightly different in that. So, for example, Spain, people's families will wash the patients, whereas in the UK, the registered nurse does a lot of the washing of patients, for example. And there's different policies, guidelines, there's different structures. There's a lot of similarities, but when somebody comes new, it's quite nice to have a book that's got you know, about escalation policies and stuff like that, and the standards that we have. So it sort of condenses a lot of that, so that they're not worried when they first come. So I've had a lot of good feedback from nurses from the Philippines and from other areas. Yeah,
we'll definitely have a look at it. And if you want to hear more about Carol and other great speakers, don't forget Nursing Times Careers Live. Come and visit us. This is a free seminar, free talks, free job fairs for everybody, for all the nurses. So come on down. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Manong knows best, put your worries to rest when staying in the United Kingdom. Manong knows best.